Tony Stark. Genius, billionaire, playboy, avenger. The irreplaceable Iron Man. Until Ironheart. Riri Williams. She's a genius who wears a suit of armor in classic red and gold. But that's where the comparison stops. How are these heroes different? And who would win in a fight? Hit like and subscribe for more superhero secrets and comic book stories. Ironheart is an Iron Man's replacement. Riri Williams is a revolution. Riri and Tony are geniuses. But not all minds are shaped by the same world. Tony Stark grew up in privilege. The Stark name opened doors before he ever built a circuit. He inherited a defense empire, shaped by war profits and private power. His brilliance came with resources, wealth, and access most people could never dream of. Riri Williams had none of that. Born in Chicago, she was building machines out of scrap parts before she could even drive. By age 5, she was recognized as a super genius. By 15, she was at MIT. And by 16, she had reverse engineered a full Iron Man suit with salvage tech, raw instinct, and no corporate funding. Stark became Iron Man after nearly dying from his own weapons. It was a turning point, a moment of guilt, redemption, and clarity. From then on, he fought to undo the damage he'd helped cause, protect the world, and prove he could be more than his demons. Riri's motivation isn't guilt, it's loss. When she was young, her stepfather and best friend were lost during a random shooting. Violence took away the people who gave her strength. She didn't build her armor to make a name or redeem a legacy, she built it to prevent others from feeling that same pain. Tony became Iron Man to fix his past. Riri became Ironheart to protect the future. Tony's ego is legendary. His charisma turns up to 11. He's confident, reckless, part rockstar, part warlord, part savior. He walks into rooms like he owns them, because he usually does. Riri? She's not trying to own the room. She's trying to understand it. She's introverted. Analytical. Intense. Her brilliance doesn't announce itself, it radiates through action. While Tony is giving press conferences about being Iron Man, Riri is stopping criminals and questioning whether she even wanted to be called a superhero. Tony's journey is public, loud, and dramatic. Riri's journey is internal, reflective, and deliberate. But the big question is who would win in a conflict between Iron Man and Ironheart? In a head-to-head clash of brute force. Each suit would be equally matched. Ironheart has reverse-engineered Stark's technology and learnt from his work. He knows and respects her work. Like any good engineer, they learn from one another to make their work better. Their technology would be equally matched. But when it comes to attacking, Iron Man is going to have the upper hand. Ironheart thinks before she acts. Iron Man acts and maybe thinks about it later. He's impulsive, aggressive and goes in swinging. Ironheart is likely to be surprised by his attack. But that won't last long. She is calculating and will see a pattern in his behavior. Ironheart is prone to doubt. She thinks and questions. She won't attack first, but she'll make each action count. She knows the world doesn't offer her the same margin for error. Iron Man has more error than he has victory. Iron Man might have a plan of attack. Ironheart will have a strategy in place. She studied him. She knows him. She'll make every action count and every battle a tactical maneuver. Tony has experience. He's fought more battles than Ironheart by a wide margin. She is inexperienced. But she has an ingenuity that Tony's never seen before. She knows the cost of failure and her determination makes her a force to be reckoned with. The fight would be explosive. The technology of these two geniuses is staggering. And if they are going full force at each other, destruction will follow. In the end, who will be left standing? The odds are in Ironheart's favor. But one thing we know about Iron Man, he's been knocked down more times than most and he keeps getting back up. So what do you think? Is Ironheart a Iron Man wannabe? Or is she a different hero who also loves the armor? Does Tony Stark's experience win over Riri Williams' thoughtful approach? Thanks for joining us to the end. Drop your thoughts in the comments.